Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome in for another episode of Raising Up Sons. We're trying to be better dads so our sons can be better men. And Taylor, we have officially arrived at the end of season one. I didn't know if there was going to be more than like a few episodes, but we have kind of run this down and made it this far. I think this is episode, what do we say? This is like 15?
15.
15 episodes in.
Mm,
Amazing.
what a
I'm so proud of us.
milestone.
What a milestone. And so, hey, I just thank you guys if you're listening to this. We appreciate you so much for just being, part of this journey, helping us as we try to become better dads. And hopefully it's helping you become a better parent as well. I know we've kind of painted ourselves into a corner. We always say trying to become better dads. But I know for a fact I've got some female friends out there, some moms who listen to this, and you're trying to become better too as you raise your boys and even raising some girls out there. All of which I think we're going to include more on season 2. So yes, we are going to do a season 2, right, Taylor? You're in?
Season 2, it's happening.
It's happening. I don't know for sure what all's going to be a part of that. We have some ideas, and we haven't outlined all the episodes. But honestly, that's one of the reasons we're taking a break, right? Is to kind of get our lives together and kind of map out season 2 and some more things that we want to, number one, talk about, but also just more things that we want to learn and get better at. And so, yeah, Taylor, I don't know. What are some ideas you've got? What should we talk about in season 2?
No, I think for season 2, I think from season 1, what we've learned is we don't know it all. We are still
We
learning
don't
a
know
lot
very
of
much.
things. And so one of the things that I think we're excited for is hopefully we're going to be doing more of these in person, and hopefully we're going to be having more guests on here, because I know man, we like learning stuff. And the only way to do that is by talking with other people who are doing it better than us. And so that's one of the things that I'm most excited about for season 2. Getting
No
more
doubt,
guests
man.
on here. Because I know from season 1, the past few episodes, like just looking back on the past few months, I've been learning a lot. And I think one of the best things for me is just to know, hey, I've got LG that I'm going to be talking to about a lot of these things. And he's going to be asking me, hey, how's it going on these things? And so just to have some accountability there. And so hopefully that's an encouragement for you guys that, man, find somebody who can help you stay accountable, when it comes to being a better parent.
Yeah, don't do it alone. I think that's
Mhm.
that's probably one of my biggest takeaways from like season 1 is as we talk through that of like every one of the things, the topics that we discussed. I think the most helpful like advice for any of it was just don't do it by yourself. Like don't
Mhm.
parent by yourself. For sure, do it like alongside your wife, your spouse, if you're still married. But like also with other just parents and other dads and just people in your life that you want around your kids that help your family to be better. Do it with those people. Don't try to do this alone. I think that's some of the best advice in there. And yeah, man, I love what you said. Nobody told us when we got started in this how much easier it is to do a podcast or have a conversation with someone in person. Like you think on video, like where I can see Taylor's beautiful face, that this would be the same, but it's not. Like being in the same room is so much better. And so I would love to be able to do more of those together next season. Be a big goal. And so yeah, and also season 2 we're gonna launch that off at the first of the year. So starting in 2026, we'll have new episodes coming out that January. We'll let you know for sure online when that's going to happen. So make sure and tune in then. We may even have, I don't know, a couple of special holiday episodes.
Holiday editions, indeed.
Holiday editions, indeed. That's right. I can't wait to do some of those. Those will be just fun. But yeah, what's been, I don't know, what are your other takeaways from season 1?
Man, I think one of the things that has, I think, challenged
This
me.
episode brought to you by Perrier sparkling water, by the way. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think, I think one of the things that has challenged me is not only in these conversations, but just in like everyday life with the boys, is knowing, like, again, hitting back on the accountability piece, is
Mm.
knowing, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna have to be talking about this soon, with somebody. And so that's kind of in the back of my mind as I'm parenting. Parenting is not easy. And there's tons of crazy stories, that can come of it. Stories that are either good, about how we handled a situation, or stories that are bad, when we've lost our temper. And so I think this has helped me just keep that in my mind and try to make sure, man, we got more good stories. Not that life
Hmm.
is good or life is easy, but we're handling it better
Right.
because I've got somebody to talk to about these things. I've got somebody challenging me on these things, and I'm going to be talking about it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and
so
if I'm
that's
being
been good.
honest, like it's just forced me to be thoughtful,
Yeah.
which hopefully we all are, right? If you're listening to a podcast about parenting, like you're a thoughtful parent, you're a thoughtful person, and that's awesome. I just found that like way too often I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Like I didn't have a
Hmm.
plan. I wanted
Yep.
things to go well. I wanted my kids to know and love Jesus and grow up to be like
Hmm.
awesome men. But like I didn't always, and I still don't always have a plan. But like at least there's things that I am thinking through, and there is intentionality behind like the way that we discipline, the way that we have conversations, the words that we use, like all these things that we've talked about over the last 14 episodes. It's just that idea of like I want to do this well, and
Yep.
here's the things that'll help me do that. So like I'm
Yep.
walking into the room with a plan. That
Yep.
is huge, man. That's like half the battle right there, just doing that. And so I think for me, like that has been a huge benefit.
Hmm.
And this has kind of forced me to do that a little more as we talk about it. And then, like you said, I can't just talk about it. Like I got to actually do this stuff. Like got to
Got to
put it into
be about
practice.
it.
That's right, man. So, yeah. So for season two, we said we want to talk more about having some guests on, and so
Hmm.
if you're out there and like there's somebody you would love to hear from, put their name in there. If there's a pastor you really look up to or respect, or someone that's just killing it in this arena, we'd love to hear their names and learn from them as well. So pass that along to us, as well as any resources.
Hmm.
This is not the only parenting or dad podcast that I listen to, and we've mentioned a few others, but I would love to hear the ones that you're learning from, so that we can tune into those as well and share those resources, books that you're reading, things that
Yep.
have been helpful. Pass all that along. We'd love to know, as well as any topics. So, things that you would want to hear about or learn about that we could dive into. And we're trying to build out season two now and put some of those together. So, at Raising Up Sons on Instagram, you can find us there. For sure, message and comment and let us know. What are some things you would love to talk about and hear about?
Yeah, man, season one has been incredible. So, but until next season, until we got the fun holiday editions, keep being big daddies out there.